A new report claims that Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav scrapped Ta-Nehisi Coates and J.J. Abrams' woke race-swapped Superman film that was announced back in 2021. However, the timeline does not really add up, calling into question the veracity of this report. Roll this up over at phantompulse.com. You can find the link in the description below. And this new report comes from Ben Fritz over at the Wall Street Journal. And he reported that in 2022, David Zaslav dismissed as too woke a script being written by Ta-Nehisi Coates about a black Superman in the civil rights era, according to people familiar with the matter. However, he noted the film has not been completely scrapped, adding Gunn and Safran could still try to make the movie in the future, some of the people added. So obviously, I think he realizes that the timeline doesn't add up, so he adds that caveat that Gunn and Safran could still try to make the movie, because if we look at kind of how this movie has progressed, we can see that it was initially announced back in February 2021, with Deadline reporting that it had confirmed that author Ta-Nehisi Coates is writing a Superman reboot feature for Warner Brothers and DC, which J.J. Abrams is producing under his Bad Robot label. Coates confirmed his involvement, telling Shadow and Act to be invited into the DC Extended Universe by Warner Brothers, DC Films, and Bad Robot is an honor. I look forward to meaningfully adding to the legacy of America's most iconic mythic hero. Abrams added, there is a new, powerful, and moving Superman story yet to be told. We couldn't be more thrilled to be working with the brilliant Mr. Coates to help bring the story to the big screen, and we're beyond thankful to the team at Warner Brothers for the opportunity. Then Warner Brothers Picture Group chairman Toby Emmerich also praised, Ta-Nehisi Coates' Between the World and Me opened a window and changed the way many of us see the world. We're confident that his take on Superman will give fans a new and exciting way to see the Man of Steel. In April 2022, it was rumored that the film would use Superman's alien nature as an allegory for racism. GeoPanda24 posted this. It's not about a black Superman being a victim of racism. Rather, it uses Superman's alien heritage as a parallel to racism. They are, however, going through with colorblind casting. However, a rumor in June 2023 claimed the film was scrapped. This was from Thwip T. Coates' Black Superman film has been canceled at DC. Matt McGloin at Cosmic Book News also concurred, saying, I think it was Axe a while ago, was told that last year at Comic-Con, again at the end of June 2023. However, James Gunn has repeatedly said the film is still in development and even described it as an exciting movie. He told Gizmodo at the end of April 2023, that's an exciting movie. I know that Chantel Nong, who is the executive on that project, is extremely excited about it. So if it comes in and it's great, which I haven't read the script, and if the timing is right, that could absolutely happen. That's totally unrelated. It would be an Elseworlds tale like Joker. So the idea that David Zaslav somehow scrapped the movie in 2022 doesn't really make a lot of sense, given the fact that James Gunn is saying at the end of April 2023 that there's literally people still working on the film, and you have an executive being paid, Chantel Nong, and it sounded like Coates was clearly still working on a script that obviously had not been sent in to James Gunn yet. So the idea that it was somehow scrapped in 2022 when James Gunn is saying that it's still being worked on at the end of April 2023, that doesn't really add up. And then you can go to January 2024, and he confirmed that it was still in development then. He was asked, is that Abrams' Superman Elseworld project still in development? And James Gunn said, yes, it was. So maybe this is the case of Lucasfilm and Rian Johnson, where they've announced the trilogy and they are constantly saying that it's still in the works. They're just trying to get Rian Johnson's schedule to work with theirs, etc. When in reality, it looks like it has indeed been canceled. That's definitely a possibility. But I'm not really sure if I think that is the case in this matter. It looks like they were indeed looking to do an Elseworlds project like Joker for this movie, and that's what they've been saying for a number of years now. So we will see what happens, but this is the latest report. I'm not sure if I really buy it, given the fact that timeline doesn't add up. But again, I even think the guy who wrote the report realizes that, because he did add this caveat saying Gunn and Safran could still try to make the movie in the future. Some of the people added. So we will see, obviously saying that it has been scrapped by David Zaslav, but then also leaving it open. So kind of speaking out of both sides of his mouth right here. But we'll see. I hope that the movie is indeed been scrapped. It never should have been announced to begin with. It was clearly done to push the woke agenda. And that's obviously what this movie would do. And it doesn't deserve the light because woke should not be promoted. It should be suppressed. And corporations, governments, etc., should not allow the insidious ideology to continue to fester and propagandize to people, which is what this movie would have done. And what Ta-Nehisi Coates has made his entire career out of doing is trying to destroy the United States of America. But let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below. Remember to always be charitable, especially to each other, and to always, always speak the truth.
Why would you be afraid of the people? Why are you not afraid of God instead of man?